Today, let's learn logistic regression, the model you reach for when the answer is not a number but a yes or a no. Last lesson, our straight line priced a flat, 7,900 rupees, a number on an open scale. But walk into a bank and the question changes. A loan officer holds an application and asks, will this person repay, yes or no? Feed that question to our line and it happily outputs numbers like -4 or 0.1 or +7, none of which is a yes or a no. This lesson fixes the ending. One S-shaped curve, called the sigmoid, squashes every score, however wild, into the band between 0 and 1, where it reads as a probability. By the end, you will spot a yes or no problem on site, build the score, squash it into a probability, judge 2 real applicants by hand, and set the threshold that turns a probability into a decision. Here is the big idea and the root. Logistic regression is the same weighted sum you already know from the rent line, with a new ending bolted on, and this lesson walks that pipeline in 3 stops. Stop 1, the score. The bank's facts become one plain number, Z, exactly the way flat facts became a rent. Stop 2, the sigmoid. The S-curve that turns any score into a probability between 0 and 1. Stop 3, the decision. Log loss teaches the weights to be honest, and a threshold turns the probability into a yes or a no. Then we judge 2 loan applicants by hand, end to end. Stop 1, the score, but first the question it must answer. Picture a bank officer with a loan application on her desk. She knows 2 facts about the applicant: monthly income 50,000 and existing debt 30,000. Her question is not how much of anything. Her question is, will this person repay, yes or no? A question whose answer is one of 2 categories is a new kind of problem: repay or default, spam or not spam, sick or healthy. Any question shaped like that is called a classification problem. Compare it with last lesson. The rent was a number on an open scale. Any rupee amount could come out. Here the answer can only be one of 2 boxes. That one change, a category instead of a number, is the whole reason this lesson exists, and logistic regression is the standard first model for it. Here is the surprise. Logistic regression starts exactly like linear regression. It computes a score, Z equals W dot X plus B, and every symbol earns its plainword grounding right now. X is the applicant's list of feature values, the income and the debt, the numbers the bank actually knows. W is the list of weights, 1 per feature, learned during training. Each weight says how strongly its feature pushes the score up or down. In our bank, income gets a weight of -0.04. More income pushes the score down, away from default, and debt gets a weight of +0.09. More debt pushes the score up, toward default. The dot in W.X means multiply each feature by its weight, then add the results into one combined number. And B is the bias, a learned starting value, here 0.5. So the score is not forced to 0 when every feature is 0. The result Z is a single plain number that can land anywhere. -4, 0.1, +7. It is not a probability yet. Stop 2, the sigmoid. A raw score like Z equals 7 is useless to the bank officer. 7 whats? What she wants is a probability. This applicant has a 90% chance of repaying. So logistic regression passes Z through one more function, the sigmoid. Sigma of Z equals 1 over 1 plus E to the minus Z, that E is just a mathematical constant, about 2.718, used for exponentials. You never compute it by hand. The library does. What matters is the shape. Watch the curve. Whatever number you feed in, out comes a value squeezed strictly between 0 and 1, exactly the range a probability must live in. A very negative score comes out near 0. A score of exactly 0 comes out at exactly 0.5. That could go either way point. A very positive score comes out near 1. Two readings from our bank's own map. A score of -2.2 comes out near 0.10, and a score of 1.2 comes out near 0.77. That output has a name. P of y equals 1, the probability that this row's true class y equals 1, with class 1 being whichever outcome we labeled 1. In this lesson, class 1 means defaults. Now the trap in the name. It says regression, and the output is indeed a continuous number, but that number is a probability of belonging to class 1, never a rent price or account. Logistic regression is a classifier wearing a regression name. If a model hands you 0.83, it is saying 83% chance this row is class 1. It is not saying the answer is 0.83 of something. And because the output is a probability, do not feed it into an error metric built for rent prices. Scoring these outputs with RMSE measures the wrong kind of number. Walk 2 real loan applicants through the full pipeline by hand, score, Sigmoid, probability, and read both answers. Applicant of first, she earns 50 and owes 30. Build her score term by term. Income times its weight, 50 times minus 0.04 is minus 2.0. Debt times its weight, 30 times plus 0.09 is plus 2.7. Add the bias, 0.5. A's score Z is 1.2. Now the sigmoid on that score, e to the minus 1.2 is about 0.301, so sigma equals 1 over 1.301, about 0.77. Read it the way the lesson taught. That output is P of y equals 1, about a 77% chance that applicant a defaults. Applicant B, same recipe. Minus 0.04 times 90 is minus 3.6. Plus 0.09 times 10 is plus 0.9. Add the bias, 0.5. B's score Z is minus 2.2. Sigmoid on B's score, e to the plus 2.2 is about 9.03, so sigma equals 1 over 10.03, about 0.10. A 10% chance of default, B likely repays. Check both against the midpoint before trusting the arithmetic. A's score is positive, so its probability must land above 0.5. It does. B's score is negative, so its probability must land below. It does. A 0.77, likely defaulter. B, 0.10, likely repays. The trap. Check the sign of Z before touching E. A positive score guarantees a probability above 0.5, a negative score guarantees one below, and a score of exactly 0 lands exactly on 0.5. If your final probability sits on the wrong side for the sign you computed, the arithmetic slipped. No exponentials needed to catch it. Stop 3, the decision in 2 halves. First, where do good weights come from? During training, the model looks at rows whose true class is already known and adjusts the weights and the bias so the predicted probabilities match those known answers as closely as possible. Statisticians call that maximizing the likelihood of the data. Equivalently, the model minimizes a penalty called log loss. And log loss has one behavior worth remembering. It punishes confident wrong answers far harder than unsure ones. Watch 2 models miss the same safe repair. One shouted 99% sure they will default, its penalty towers. The other said 60%, a modest penalty. That pressure is what teaches the model to be honest about its uncertainty instead of shouting. Second half. The probability must become an action because the bank cannot approve 73% of a loan. It must decide yes or no. So we pick a threshold, a cutoff probability. At or above the cut, call the row class 1, below it class 0. Put our 2 applicants on the probability rail. At the common default cut of 0.5, applicant A at 0.77 is flagged as a likely defaulter, and applicant B at 0.10 sails through. But 0.5 is a convention, not a law. Suppose missing a defaulter costs the bank far more than annoying a safe applicant with extra checks. Then lower the cut, say to 0.3, and a borderline applicant at 0.41, who passed a moment ago, now gets flagged for review. One last rule, and it echoes lesson 2, tune that choice on validation data, never on the final test set. Zoom out and see the whole machine end to end, because it is smaller than it looks. Features in, income, and debt. The weighted sum turns them into one score. The sigmoid squashes Z into a probability between 0 and 1. The threshold turns the probability into a label, repay, or default. Now set that beside last lesson's line, and the family resemblance is exact. Linear regression outputs a continuous number and trains on squared error. Logistic regression outputs a probability and trains on log loss. Same start, different ending, and that pattern, a linear core plus a shaping function, is one you will meet again and again in machine learning. Hold 3 lines from this lesson. Logistic regression still computes a linear score, Z equals W dot X plus B, and then the sigmoid maps that score to a probability between 0 and 1. Despite the name, it is a classifier. The output is the probability of class 1, never a rent price or a count. And a threshold turns the probability into a hard label, 0.5 by default, moved deliberately when the 2 mistakes cost differently, and tuned on validation data. Comment below with the yes or no question you would model first. That feedback shapes the next lesson. Subscribe so the next lesson lands in your feed. And open the ExamMaster app. This topic ends with a browser lab where you fit this exact logistic baseline, paint its decision regions, and see with your own eyes that the border between the 2 classes is a straight line.